Yo, welcome to Protoss Gold 1, where Artanis slays a Zerg. Watch, my opponent's gonna be Zerg. Knew it. I have a sixth sense about these things. This is why when I go to Vegas, I always play roulette. Oh, my screen. Oh God. Okay. Sorry. My opponent is a Zerg. Just so you guys know. Thank you for telling me the screen was not right, because I would have totally left that on for a while. Alright guys, so building placement. Barely touching the wall on my outer ring of my pylon. And then let's scout the base with the pylon probe now. Because we're expanding at the natural. Re-rally my nexus to my mineral line, and this probe comes down here to build a gateway. And goes right back to mining mineral line. Chrono boost my nexus, make a gas, shift, click the mineral line. Keep making probes. He expanded. Cool. Keep making probes while we scout. Don't miss that shit. No gas. No larva being used. Okay. My probe's dead. That's fine. I actually am okay with this because he had 3 larvae on the hatchery. He was not macroing. He probably got tunnel visioned on that probe because he probably has probes cannon rush him all the time and he was getting scared and paranoid. That's honestly what I think, because there was no reason to not build drones. He's not saving for anything. There's no pool there. Okay, so, but there is a natural, so we're gonna go Nexus before core, because he expanded, and I'm not worried about any Zergling pressure. So Nexus. And now look at my wall, okay? This is how you can make this wall nice and fit here. Corner to corner. Drop it down by 1. So now my probe can go through right here. And I'll fill in the part on the left of the, just to the left of the core. I'll put a gateway right here. And it'll fill in the whole wall. Easy peasy. We're walling now. No, we are. Walls are important at this point now. Shit. I actually forgot to do one thing. Damn it. Making these all on the same day is confusing. I gotta fix my graphics really fast. I can do this really fast while we're in the middle of this game. I know I can. I'm talented. I can do that. Okay, fix that. Make sure I'm still making probes, guys. Probes is the key here. Making probes. Let's make a sentry now. And move my probes, shift click the mineral line. We're fine. Just keep making probes, it's fine. Soccer, go help. And then I gotta fix the other one. Delete this. And good. Move it to the right. Okay, that's fine enough. Okay, we fixed the text on the top right. Now we have a lot of money. We've been making probes the whole time. We're good. This is great. Let's go ahead and make our robo and our second gateway. All we cared about right there was just making probes. I don't give a shit if one of my probes died. I've been making them the whole time. One doesn't hurt. Let's put our stalker in the doorway here in case he floods me with lings. And now we're about to scout him with a hallucinated phoenix from this sentry. Let's go ahead and take a third base, and let's also at the same time take my gases because we are fully saturated.
Not enough energy. Research complete. Not enough energy. Not enough.
Okay, make a nexus, and we can make a pylon. What's going on over here? Not a fully saturated mineral line. That's all we saw. A natural and not a fully saturated mineral line. I didn't really see any units. It's okay. I don't mind. It's not something to be worried about yet. Because if he does attack me, we should be able to hold whatever he does defensively. We should be okay. Let's have my army go clear that Zergling. Get out of my base! We can make a couple pylons in my main just in case, you know. Gives us vision around our base overall. Keep making probes. Saturate my gases. Chrono boost probes. Let's rally to my third base with everything. And start making Colossus as well. So we make the Robo Bay right after the Robo facility is done. This unlocks the ability to make Colossus. Now we're getting to a point where we're spending all of our money again, and we can't really spend all of it. We're getting too much. Let's go ahead and throw down some of our tech again. Let's go ahead and throw down our forges. A little bit more over here. And our Twilight Council. Keep making drones. Or probes. I'm a Zerg player, sorry. Chrono boost. Chrono boost. And we're out of chrono boost. And then now in the free spare time, let's go ahead and make more stalkers. And now we're getting fully saturated again on the third. The next round of money that we get that's kind of open and spare, we can throw down. Well, first we'll do upgrades, and then because we just made these, and then we'll go into a fourth base. So upgrade, upgrade, and upgrade. Probe count's getting pretty close to being done. We can also throw in the upgrade on our building over here for Colossus. Colossus upgrade. And now let's send a probe to our fourth to get ready to take a fourth base. Keep making probes, guys. Don't stop making probes. That is the priority. If your build gets fucked up here and there, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is make probes, make probes, make probes, make probes. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab another scout in his base. It's been a little while. We're going to scout third, potential third, into his natural, into his main. And keep making probes. We're almost there. And let's also chrono boost out our upgrades. Also at this point, let's start putting pylons in our mineral lines. That one has one already. This one does not. This is for the access to cannon battery. Okay, we're about to be at 82 probes, so we're done. So now, what we can do is we can add in walls wherever we want. I'm gonna make a wall here because I'm done. I'm not gonna expand this way. Okay, he's attacking this base. So grab my army and put it over here. Keep making probes, guys. We're losing probes, but we're making more. Do I have detection? I do have detection. Make some gateways. Okay, he killed my my shit, so this base is going to die. It's okay. It might not be okay, but we'll find out, right? More gates are being finished. Keep making probes. Just keep making probes. If we lose probes, we can pull these in now because they came back to my natural. The base died. Send them to my natural. Just keep making shit. Chrono boost out my robo. As long as we keep making workers, we could recover from this potentially. It's not a guarantee, but it's a potential. We're still at 64 probes. That's not bad. And now we have so many probes in our base over here. Let's do something crafty. Grab a bunch, stop them, get them together, stop them, take the nexus down here, recall them down. And now suddenly we have a nice saturated base. Keep making probes. We can also make some Archons down here. Let's go into our upgrades. And let's try right now to retake our third base. See if he left. He did, it seems. Let's add in a pylon over here and a pylon over here. Stalkers. Okay, he's coming back, it looks like. Let's go ahead and attack him again. We're We're A-moving him right now. Keep making probes. Keep spinning whatever we can.
Our pylon is under attack. You have mineral field.
Okay, we might actually die this game. Just gotta keep trying to make workers. Let's go to expand somewhere else since he's not really allowing me to set up that third base. So rally all my nexuses to this base, and then re-click this one and rally this one back to its bottom base. Keep making probes.
You have not enough minerals.
And make stalkers.
Upgrade complete.
Just don't freak out. If we happen to lose this game, we happen to lose this game. The worst thing you can do though is freak out about it and just be like, fuck me.
Pylon is under attack.
Chrono boost upgrades.
You have not enough minerals.
How's my recall looking? Okay, once we have enough energy to once this nexus is done, we're gonna recall a bunch of probes again. For now, just keep making army.
You have not enough minerals. I'm here in the shadows. Base is under attack.
Okay, well now he's getting savvy to my situation here. He found my new base. So let's retry. Let's try to retake this base. And this is getting to the point where it's like the last stand now because we kind of needed that base. So let's just move out, move forward, and I need to kind of try to expand. Take a green pylon field and we're good. And now this is going to be kind of our last stand because the reason why it's our last stand is because we're running out of money. We need to expand again. We're starting to bleed our mineral lines out. Like we're kind of going down to like one base economy. So now this is kind of like do or die. Because main and natural are looking pretty sad right now. Going to boost out my Colossus.
Cold is the void. I'm here in the shadows.
Excuse me. Yo, thank you for the sub. Guburu. Thank you, dude. Okay, he's hitting base in the bottom. Let's go attack towards the bottom. This is probably the worst angle to attack from, though. When you really think about it, this base is kind of dead already. And walking through a hallway like this is probably the worst fucking idea ever. So let's just kind of let it die, actually. And let's take another base somewhere else. And some of my gateways just died, so that's unfortunate, right? Times are desperate, so now we're making gates in the main.
Mineral field depleted.
And I'm just going to keep sticking to this composition of Archon, Colossus, Stalker for now. We would switch our composition if this was like Platinum a little bit. But for now, just keep it basic. If we're Gold League, just keep doing this repeatedly and hope to God it works. Because most of the time it will. Our gates are almost done. Okay. Keep making probes, guys. We're not fully saturated yet, again, because we've lost so many probes this game so far. Okay, our gateway's just finished, so now we can at least kind of like catch up on production now, a little bit. Probe count's at 63. We're looking kind of sad, but it's getting better. The one saving grace for us is we are 3-3. 3-3-3 on everything. Base is looking good again. Looking solid. Base is looking fine. Base is looking fine. Make some Archons now because I have so much gas. So we're just playing this as patient as we can, honestly. And now that we're actually starting to establish new bases, let's throw down gateways here if we can somehow get it done. Let's somehow get these gateways up. This dude has definitely been pushing me to the limit, though, this whole game. For, like, I felt like, honestly, I might have died like 3 times. It's because he keeps killing our detection, and lurkers just keep ransacking everything. Okay, so now we're going to make more gates up here. Keep making probes, too. Probes are still the priority. We're not fully saturated yet. We're very close, but we're not there yet. Okay, now this is a full wall. That is a full wall. Nothing can get through that initially. It's perfect. Mineral patches are mining out. 7 probes up there, just chilling. Base is good. Base is good. Base is good. Make some gas here. Okay, we are at 82 probes now. We have 82 probes, guys. And now, let's go ahead and take one stalker and right-click every mineral line, and another stalker and click every other mineral line with right-click. Shift right-click every base on the map that is not something we own yet, or that's something we don't know about yet. Let's take another base as well. Okay, he's attacking me, so let's actually go at defend now. Click my observers, have them follow the Colossus. Make units. Hey, move my whole army, follow him. Observers, follow the Colossus. My Colossus is dead. Okay, follow an Archon. What's my probe count looking like again? It's 58. Got fucked on again. Really hard. Let's chrono to catch back up quickly. Let's also grab probes here. Take a new base and grab probes from existing bases that are mining out. You have 4. This has 4. This one is done already. This one goes here. And good. Okay, cool. We've fixed that problem. Let's go ahead and make one more round of units really fast. Okay, we're actually supply blocked, so yeah, we'll make a couple pylons. It's fine. Make a couple Archons. Now, A move, shift A move, shift A move, shift A move, shift A move. Grab my observers. Have them follow. If I have them follow a stalker, because the stalker is actually smarter here because it's in the back. It's less likely to die. So. Leave it at that. It's fine. We'll forget about that for now. Let's go ahead and make another robo. And start sending new probes to the new base. Make a Colossus again and start making stalkers. Once we start developing a bank beyond max, we'll talk about going into like cannon battery at each base. But for now, this game is so low eco. We've lost so many probes this game. We can't really afford cannons everywhere. Like we can't even max out with our money. Okay, we got 3 extra probes here now. So, but we are fixing our economy rapidly. It's going well. Could make a couple of gases here. And here pretty soon we actually will be able to afford some cannon battery action. Okay, let's grab a couple of probes, send them down. Mined out. It's about to be mined out. Okay, this is the last mining patch here. Grab it. So main natural are done. Third base is still okay. Good, good. We still have 8. Oh, we actually are down on probes again. We lost more probes again somehow. Let's make like 6 more to go back to 80. Let's take another base. That's why you always want to check that periodically, because sometimes you won't realize probes died, and you're like, oh shit, that they died.
I am here in the shadows. Mineral field. You require
Okay, so we're making a couple of observers. Get my other robo hotkeyed as well. I don't have it hotkeyed. We're making a couple of observers, archons, colossus, and stalker. Same shit as always. Okay, aim move this base again. Probes are dying. Make probes. Now, keep building shit wherever we can. Hey, move the shit out of his army. Do we have a pylon here? We do have a pylon here. We could even make units here. Okay, so that got handled. Keep making probes. We have 80 again. We've actually been making probes the whole time during that, so we actually caught up really fast. We are so close to maxing again. What's my mineral lines look like? Not good. Send 2 back. Send them down. Not good. Send 2 over. Okay, things are looking a lot better now. Okay, and now we're about to max. Now I would say we actually have the money properly to make some cannon battery at my bases and not worry about shit, because my supply is basically maxed out here. We can max with a couple of archons in just a second. So let's make like 2 cannons and a battery everywhere. Cannon, cannon, battery. Make a couple archons right now. Okay, he's attacking us again right now. Let's group everything up, move him, go to my observers, have them follow the Colossus again. Cannon, cannon, battery. Rope count's still good. We're looking great. Move everything. Help him. Help the boys. Follow the observers on like a stalker now. We might be dead, guys. Just keep up. Keep it up. Keep up what you're doing, though. Don't give up. Never give up. Never surrender.
I'm here in the shadows.
Let's go ahead and try to sneak in a new base on the top right then, since looks like we're gonna lose our bottom base. Let's try to pull out a base on top. Let's regroup my army somewhere else. You know this is winnable with 1 micro move. Yeah, but it's just priorities again, honestly. I want people to really appreciate macro and not think like, because again, every time someone goes, dude, you could just micro and win. The more people think that, the more they do that, and the less they macro every single time, and it just gets out of hand. Like it starts happening excessively, and then someone will literally just throw games away because they don't fucking macro anything. I would rather you lose 1 big fight and macro another big army than to try your best to salvage and micro your 1 army in a big fight and then not macro anything. So we can grab our probes because the base just died and send them over here because now they're not doing anything. And look at the new army we've macroed up in the process. Let's go ahead and move it over here. Get ready to take a fight against this garbage.
You have not enough minerals. I'm here in the shadows. Mineral field depleted. Assault data block. Mineral field depleted.
8 probes. Let's send 8 probes back down to bottom left, and let's just see if we can retake the base. Okay, it looks like he's going to attack here. Let's go ahead and grab my army, right-click my observers on a couple of stalkers, and see what we can do here. Keep macroing. How's my probe count? 81 still. It's still solid. Let's get my gases saturated. And the space is once again freed up. Let's make another nexus here. Send 5 probes down here. Let's start making a new army again somewhere else. It looks like my base is once again going to die. Epic! No, it looks like we're going to lose this game. Because he's going for Swarmhost and Broodlord, which are both free unit generators. And our stalkers are just getting continuously pounded over and over and over. But we are mining a lot. We are doing a great job of upkeeping our economy and maintaining well-saturated bases for the most part. We could even take this base again. But yeah, these Swarmhost and the Broodlord are becoming too much. So I would say it's in a game like this, this is one of those times where I would say it happens. But you will run into games where your opponent will kill you with units like this. Rarely. But it's still, again, I think it's a mistake for you at this stage. We're so close to plat, but it's a big mistake to think that you can just start microing and win this game. I mean, you could try, if you really want to, you could try. I'm not going to stop you. I think it's just it's still too early to think like that. Because if you don't, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I say this. If every single time you have a problem, you just say, you know what? I'm gonna micro this. It makes you develop habits that every time any problem happens, you're gonna always try to micro it, which takes you in the mindset that is incorrect on how to actually improve as a player. You should really only focus on microing things when you can handle microing things. And you really can't right now. I honestly think you can't. Because if we look at resources lost this game, I guarantee I probably have lost like 3 times the resources he has. Which means he's just being very efficient with his army, but if I ever killed his army one time, he would be fucked. Because I am macroing repeatedly really hard. This will be the last fight, and then this is kind of over. After this, I have no money anymore. I'm like pretty mined out. I would say that's a bigger win, honestly. Being able to like mine out your side of the map while being attacked repeatedly is a bigger accomplishment than winning this game. Because that means you're actually more prepared than he is in a macro game. I honestly think that's a bigger accomplishment. So check this out. Look, get ready for resources lost. It's going to be insane for us, and that's a good that's a nice thing, because obviously when we do start microing, it's going to feel great because we could definitely make that more efficient. But look at resources lost. Do you fucking see that? 29,000 versus 71,000. He was using definitely a very efficient army, but that is actually a token to our macro that game, which is all we should be worrying about right now. That's good. Like, obviously we got fucked right there because his army just wouldn't die. But at the same time, that is really impressive for us to go, wow, we macroed like gods. Show workers lost. We lost 171 probes. And we still maintained at the end of this game, obviously we just lost the last couple bases, but after sustaining 171 probe losses and that much resource death as a whole, we still mined out our side of the map for the most part. We took it to the wire, basically. That's good. I honestly think that's good for us. It's like a good sign. Obviously, we're gonna fucking micro later on, but that's a good testament to our macro, for real. Yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of people would look at that game and be annoyed by it, but that's actually something to be proud of, I think. Because obviously if we were trying to micro, it would be a lot better. But that's like proving to us that even under crisis, we can still macro. That's really the overall goal. Anybody can macro when there's nothing going on, but it's hard to macro when you're under like a crisis situation where shit's falling apart and you're constantly trying to fix the problems. You know what I mean? So again, that's one of those kinds of games where you should be proud that you were able to last that long through sheer macro only. And most of the games you're going to win, seriously. But he just had a composition that would not die.
You must construct
Okay, is no natural. Okay, he's about to take one, it looks like. Are you going to take it? Yes, he did. Chrono boost my Nexus. There's no gas. Do you have a pool? I'm still making probes, by the way. I'm not just staring at this. I am literally going 5D repeatedly as I'm patrolling his base. Let's send one of my probes back down to my natural around like 19 supply so I can build my Nexus now because I know I can go Nexus first since he's going for a late pool. And I re-rallied my Nexus to the mineral line. Now we can build a core because we went Nexus first and now we can go core. Same thing as last time. Corner to corner, rip it down one, good to go. Send the probe back up. And then now let's make a pylon. And we can send the probe back. For now. Saturate my gas. Build the other gas. And nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. We got our stalkers being ready to be made. Warp gates on the way. And now we can saturate our natural. And we'll do the same thing. Since it's a Zerg again, we'll do the same thing as last game. We'll make a sentry after the first stalker. And then we'll go into sentry, or sorry, we'll go into stalker Colossus and then trickle in some Archons when we have too much gas. Keeping it really basic right now. In Platinum League, which is next league because we're in gold right now. In Platinum League, we will actually start doing diverse composition, understanding proper compositions. We still won't really micro that much at all, but we will actually go for like proper comps against what we're fighting. So let's make second gateway and Robo because we're able to sustain full production of everything, gateway and Nexus included. Isn't unit composition a macro decision? It is, but it's a more elaborate macro element. Composition is not something that is pure macro. Composition is actually something that is a reaction of scouting. And scouting a lot is not something we're doing right now. It's distracting. If we focus too much on that right now, it's super distracting to somebody who's learning at this stage. In my opinion. Okay, let's go ahead and make a pylon and also make our Robo Bay. We're making an observer and a couple more stalkers. Hallucinated Phoenix is just about ready, and we can also get ready to try to take our third base. So Phoenix, go to his natural, shift click into the main. Let's just see what he's got. Grab the probe, build a Nexus, build a pylon, call it a day, go back to the mineral line, go mine some shit. Saturate those gases with 3-3. Keep making probes. Add in some more pylons. And look at my Phoenix. It's scouting right now. Roach Warren, gas. Decent drum count. Layer. Okay, so it looks like he's just going for standard stuff. Nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and make a couple pylons in our main base. Pylon, pylon, pylon. This way I can build around them. And start making Colossus now as well. ViBE is born to be a teacher. I don't know if I'm born to be a teacher. I think I can tell people how to play StarCraft well because I think I understand how people think about this game. And I try to definitely really analyze things to a very basic element instead of just making it like... I try to basically, whenever I explain something, to make sure the person I'm explaining it to is still not confused. Because sometimes people explain shit fast and someone's like, uh-huh. And they really don't know what's going on still.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, so let's wall this off. Make a couple pylons here. We're going to put gateways in this area. Make some chrono boosts on my Nexus. Make some more units. Let's get my units kind of in the front of my base a little bit so we can cover the third too. And now we're going to be making more gates to wall this off, and we're going to throw down the forges and the cyber core in my main. So gates, wall this off. Okay, that is a full wall. And now in the main base, well first let's make another base because we're hitting that almost that good saturation point and we need another base for this. So make another Nexus and then we'll take our forges. And again, some of you might be wondering, ViBE, you took forges first last time and now you're building gates this time. It doesn't matter, do whatever you want. Do either way. That's the whole point. The build order is not something you should be thinking about right now. It's not a big deal. As long as you're doing efficiency, that's all that matters. Okay, so 3 forges and a Twilight Council. Good stuff. Another Colossus. Grab some probes off this base. 9 to be exact. Send them over here. And now we also, when this is done, we need to start going into Archons because we're starting to get to that point where we have a lot of gas and not a lot of minerals. Probe count is done, by the way. We're at 82. We just checked it. 82 is solid. Let's go ahead and do this too. Let's put 1 probe on this mineral patch in the main base. Oh wait, just kidding. He's attacking me, so let's A-move him. Get him off my base. We can warp in stalkers here. Why not? Probe count's 85. It's still good. We don't need to worry about it. Make a Templar Archives. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Chrono, chrono, chrono. Let's go up here. Let's make 2 pylons on this high ground. Let's make a Nexus. And what we're going to do up here is we're going to make another gateway wall right there. Okay, my army's getting kind of staggered out. Let's regroup it. Now, send out a Phoenix Scout. Let's scout base counts on the outside of his base. And then go into his main. So we scouted here, here. We're wrapping down now to scout this outside base, then this outside base, then we're going to go into the main. We're just scouting anything around his base, and then we'll go main natural after. Just to see if he's expanding fast or not. So there's the third. Cool. Let's go and build some gateways to wall this off, like we talked about. Okay. Nice. And then we've opened it back up here with the mineral line, so it's not actually walled. It's just we opened up another path to it, which will protect our probes, basically. Now let's start putting pylons behind the mineral lines while we make another round of stalkers. Oh, he's attacking me right now, so deal with this first. Move my army into his army. Chrono War upgrades. Maybe transfer some probes around. Good. Good. Everything's good. Yeah, we're looking good. Make some stuff. Make some gases. But pylon in mineral line. Pylon in the mineral line. Pylon in the mineral line. Let's get ready to go into cannons. And use our production. Okay, and let's do this too. Let's make a couple pylons over here. and a Nexus, and let's just make another gateway wall over here. And when we do this, we can kill one of our gateways here because we can now create a door somewhere or a wall somewhere else, and a door into our base. Have a good luck on your test, Sean. Thanks for watching, dude. Much love. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Chrono, chrono, chrono. And we've been trading a lot with this guy. So the max is a little late, but we're still getting there. Let's make a couple more robos this game. Saturate my probes properly. What else is good? Chrono, chrono, chrono. Good. Good. Everything's good. Okay. We're about to max. Nice. We are max now. So let's make this gateway wall. Gateway. 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 And a gateway. Now let's take our whole army, kill one of our gateways over here. This one right here doesn't matter, just kill one. So we create a door for ourselves so it's not so annoying now. Let's really quickly make the battery combo and the shield. Or a cannon battery combo in every base. Cannon battery. Cannon battery. Cannon battery. And lastly, cannon battery. Cannon. Cannon. Battery. And what this is going to do now is it's going to open us up a window to make Archons with our next Remax, because we're going to have lots of gas and no minerals, really. So let's take 2 Stalkers, just as we did before. See his new base count, because we haven't seen him for a little while. And he killed my sentry, so I don't have a sentry anymore. So we're going to wait until we have found his bases. Let's also add in this final base when this pylon's done. Cannon, cannon, battery. Cannon, cannon, battery. Where are your bases? Chrono boost my upgrades while we're waiting. We could even add in some more gates. We can do more gates in our main because we have kind of our bases set up the way we want them to be. And we do want more gates than this. Let's get upgrades. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. So we found a base. So he's really favoring the left side. So that's where we're going to attack. We're going to fuck him up on the left side. New bases first, always. Add my gates. Add my gates. Look at our gateway count now. Now we're at 22 gates. And also we have 3 robos. We're fucking... That's massive Remax potential. Let's go ahead and A-move his base. Shift, A-move his base. Shift, A-move his base. Shift, A-move his base. Grab the observers. Follow a Colossus. Chrono boost my upgrades. Now fix my minerals wherever they're getting depleted. Fix. Fix. Send them over here to the new base. It's fine. And we could even take a probe, and we could just start a new base. It might not last, who knows, but it might. So whatever works, doesn't fucking matter. Chrono boost my upgrades. Go back to mining minerals probe. How's my supply doing? We're still looking pretty decent, but let's start, let's remax it while things start dying. Make some Archons. I made a couple Colossus. Let's make another pound here for more warp and room. Okay, this base is going to be kind of out by itself, so let's make a few cannons and batteries here, but just on its own. Like 6 cannons and 3 batteries. We're going to call it a day. Chrono my upgrades. And we just spent all of our money. Hi. Don't let my army chase by itself. Just group myself up again. Fix my economy wherever it has problems. Where is the problems? There's problems here. Fix that. Where else? Good. 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 Chrono, chrono, chrono. So we're 3-3 now on everything. Okay, A-move is Broodlords. A-move towards the Broods. Make an Archon. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Fucking getting tired of these Broodlord bullshit players. Here's what we can do if we see Broodlords. We're gonna start going into we're gonna speed you up now. This is gonna be a crash course on how to go to platinum really fast.
Base is under attack.
It's fucking brood players, man. You could also blink stalkers. That is also an option, but that's micro though, so we're not doing that yet. Okay, A-move his army. We might die, honestly. We might lose this game again. We're A-moving his army. Letting whatever happens, gonna happen. Let's start making Void Rays. Chrono boost them out. And let's also go to our core and start getting weapon upgrades for air. Start making probes for my other base. Make some Void Rays. Didn't want to have to do this, but I might still be dead anyways. Build a new core because it's dying. We want upgrades still. Keep chrono boosting out voids because this guy is heavy air. Keep making probes. What is our probe count at? 38. Our probe count fucking sucks. We've lost a lot in this attack. And we're losing more. Okay, let's just go ham now. Literally, that's our only chance. A-move the voids, guys. A-move them voids. Now, click my voids and go big boy, big dick damage. Hit V. And let whatever's gonna happen, happen. We're probably dead. But yeah. Keep making probes. Keep trying. Okay, you killed my core again. Let's make a new core again over here. Keep A moving towards his army. What's the probe count at? How we looking? Are we fucked? We're at 38 still. We lost even more. Okay. Now, we're going to play this game as simply as we can from this point. I'm going to stop making gateway units for now. I am going to expand again. I'm going to fix my economy while maintaining Void Ray production. I am not going to start suddenly microing this game like a crazy ass. We can kill this Overlord because it's right here. We're gonna try to keep this super fucking simple where if you're like fucking Broodlords, then this will be a realistic, attainable goal here. Just keep making probes. We're back to 54. We're getting there. I mean, if this guy happens to kill our voids with some bullshit, he's going to kill our voids with some bullshit. We're not going to micro. The biggest thing we're going to do is we're going to hit one button. We're going to say prismatic alignment and then call it a day. We're going to keep upgrading our air weapons because that is very important. And to get level 2 air weapons, we're going to need a fleet beacon, which can also unlock our upgrade for our voids, which is the movement speed. We're getting a lot of money. We're starting to recover our economy pretty hard now. Let's go ahead and take another Nexus. We're back to 61 probes. 3 and 3. Okay, the upgrade's done. Nice. Once the fleet beacon's done, we'll get more upgrades. Start saturating my middle base again. Probe count's almost back to what it was. We're actually really close to being stable again. We're at 65.
Your probes are under attack.
Okay, now we're fighting mass mutas. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into... We have voids. Let's just start going back into mass stalkers, boys. And archons if we can afford them. Because fuck it. That's how it's done. We only made the voids for broodlords. And he seems like he doesn't want to make broodlords anymore. This is a platinum... I feel like this is a platinum game at this point now because we're switching compositions a little bit. But broods are actually ridiculously like, you can't do anything about it. Like you're just fucked. Okay, so we're trying to save our main base. A moving it. We are a supply block. Let's start rebuilding base. A moving all the Zerg army. Keep making probes. It sucks. We're losing units, but keep making probes. We can still recover this game. As bad as it looks right now, we can still recover this fucking game. Expand again. Keep making probes. We gotta rebuild our tech too. Everything's dead. So we gotta start our tech path over. Just don't freak out. We got a zealot here to fucking hopefully save that pylon. It's probably gonna die. He's focus firing it. It's okay. No worries. Don't worry, boys. Take a couple pylons here. Make one forge so I can make cannons again if I need to. Keep teching. Let's make some more stalkers again. Let's make a Stargate again. Like 2 Stargates. So we can keep making voids if we need to. Okay, he's back again. He's going for all my probes. He's 3/3 lings. Keep making probes. We're not running probes around, we're just remaking them. And we made the forge so we can remake cannons. And here's my timing. This is what we're going to do. We're going to wait until we can make archons because we have a lot of gas. Our gas is going to keep ramping up higher than our minerals are right now. And we're just going to do a round of archons and we're going to go for a timing. This dude is definitely laying on the pressure fucking hard on us right now. Keep making probes. Again, as long as we keep making probes, there's a chance. That's the golden rule here. Probes give us a chance to not be dead. We're back to 53 again. And now we can make archons. Let's make 4 or 3 archons. We can afford 3. We can afford 4 if we wait. Okay, he's back again. Let's go. He just killed my gates that I wanted to use to make Archons with, and he ran away. It's okay. Make some more voids then. Get some, we need another fleet beacon again. Let's keep building probes, boys! Grab 2 probes, send him over somewhere else. 3 probes. Okay, he's attacking my base over here on the right side again. Let's go. It's boogie time. It's time to fucking fight. They move towards him. Select all army, keep A moving towards him. It's at this point now where the game is getting kinda wild and we might want to go for an attack. He's also playing very avoidy. He's playing very I'm gonna avoid you all day kind of a composition here. So we're just gonna chase his ass. Because I feel like if we take a fight with him, we're gonna kill him. And here we go, he's going back from my main base again. Okay. Keep making probes. It's annoying, but you gotta keep making probes. Make some stalkers.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Keep making probes.
I am here in the shadows. Annihilation.
Keep making the probes.
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
Let's make a couple Archons. Okay, I think we've thinned out the Archon, or not the Archon, sorry. I think we've thinned out the mutas enough to where it's not actually nearly as threatening anymore. So let's go ahead and fuck his base up in other places. The mutas are also taking us down this direction, which is nice. He's gonna go right back into the Void Rays. Hi. Let's go ahead and not worry about these mutas anymore. Let's go just kill his bases. Shift A move all of his fucking bases with this army, okay? Keep making probes. Make a new nexus. And now forget about my ground army. Let's just start worrying about our base again. Whenever we can, warp something in. Probe count right now is 46. We're still maintaining an okay probe count. It's doable. Fix my saturation perfectly of all mineral lines. This one definitely needs to be fixed. Mutas took a dump on that shit. Send Archons over. Oh, okay, he's got ultras now. Okay, let that base is fucked. This base is absolutely dead. Okay, we can start taking the bottom right base, I guess. Because it's dead and we can just build here. We're going to need more pylons. Okay. Group my army up. This is our last chance. He's not attacking me, so last chance to win the game right here. Whatever happens, happens. Try and focus on making units as well.
You have not enough mineral feed. I am here in the shadow. You have not enough minerals.
It looks like we died. We're dead. I can't beat that army anymore. Zerg is just giving it to us, dude. Zerg is taking us to town. I think I'm gonna...
So stoked about a new Bronze to GM series.
Yo, be relaxed. Thank you very much for 1,000 bits. I appreciate you, dude. This guy also has no rating. I think I might go back to different. I don't know if I want to go Colossus anymore. I think the meta right now for Colossus is maybe not as good. Do I need a hug? I definitely don't need a hug. I'm not upset about it. I just think I should probably change my composition. I don't think Stalker Colossus is actually working the way I want it to.
You have not enough minerals.
I think against because again in Platinum it doesn't matter anymore. I'm gonna change compositions all the time in Platinum. I won't micro it really, but in Platinum composition becomes intelligent then. I think in Gold League we still shouldn't really focus on intelligent reactions nearly as much. But I'm thinking maybe it was a mistake to go Colossus. Just in general. Like as a general rule of thumb against Zerg. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I should have just went like Archon, Charge Lot, Immortal. With Stalker. Initially Stalker, then Archon, Charge Lot, Immortal. I think that would probably be like God mode. A move. Either way. I still also do think you're going to win most of your games going Stalker Colossus. I really do. Against Zerg. I think I'm playing Zergs that are probably above Gold League. As well. Like these dudes are fucking maxing out repeatedly. It's nuts. Okay, so we got a Protoss going 2-gate opener. He's playing very standard. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Let's give ourselves a second gateway to work with as well. And a core. We'll make our, what's it called? Our Nexus in a moment. Nexus is, there's no priority for the Nexus. It's not a rush. Like the 2 gates and a core is more of a rush in this situation because he did not expand. He opened up multiple gateways as well. So now we have the Nexus being started. Let's go ahead and make a Stalker and a Sentry out of my second gateway. We'll make a Pylon too because we're going to block soon. Okay, we got Stalker Sentry. We'll get Warp Gate. And we'll just make Stalker pretty much exclusively into a Robo, going then also Immortals. I still think Stalker Immortal is what you should, and Stalker Immortal Archon is what you should do against Terran and you know what? Maybe I should just stuck to Stalker Archon Immortal the whole time. Maybe I should just do that against everyone, like Stalker, because Lurker styles are going to be so common now. Yeah, you know what? Just go Stalker Immortal Archon, easy, super versatile. I regret going Colossus. For now. Colossus are actually amazing still. But I regret doing Colossus. Like the few Colossus games that I did. Why did you build a wall versus Protoss? Because it doesn't matter. No, it does. Why'd you have to... Why did I read that question? Now you made me look bad, Wookie. You're fucking banned. Because I'm not paying attention and I'm talking about a lot of shit that's not related to this game so far. Okay, let's make a Robo. Okay, we got a lot of gates from this dude. A lot of gates and a Robo. Cool beans. Let's go ahead and start our third base. But yeah, ideally you want to build your gates and core on the high ground in PvP, like on the top, like how he did. But again, it's one of the more minor things right now. The bigger thing is definitely just making workers still.
I'm here in the shadows.
All right. So efficiency. Making them probes. Oh, we're not. We're actually supply blocked. Where's my? Did I build a pylon here? I did not. Okay. Well, we're blocked. I was saying efficiency, and we're blocked. Shit it. This video is going to crap real fast. Let's make another hallucinated phoenix and let's scout and see if he's taking a third. So here's the pathway. Here, up, around, and then down in. Just to see if he's taking a third. We want to know this. Our money's ramping up a bit, so let's ramp it up as well. Let's get a forge. Council. Against Protoss, we don't really want to wall with gates anymore, so we'll put gateways in our main and stuff to be safe about it. Otherwise the gates will just get owned. Okay, so now we got 5 gates and a robo. A fully saturated natural, which was going to now become a third. What's going on over here? Stalkers again. There's no third because we scouted all of it, so we're still fighting against a 2-base player. We are still fighting against a 2-base player. Let's go ahead and get a Templar Archives. And you know what? Against Protoss, I'm gonna do something that's unlosable. Chrono Boost upgrades. We're doing efficient builds, still efficient worker count builds until we get to a point where we have a Twilight Council. And as soon as we get a Twilight Council, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to switch your unit production now to be, instead of making Stalker immortal, I want you to now start making Zealots. And I want you to make Zealots the entire game. And that's it. That's literally it. Just make Zealots now the whole time. And Zealots and Archons. I'm getting kind of surprised by each of my opponents right now about their capabilities here. So let's actually give ourselves more of a chance to fuck him up. And all it is making Zealots now. We're getting charge and +1 weapons. And we're going to go +2, +3 weapons. And we're only chrono boosting out these upgrades now. Worker count is almost done. Okay, worker count is good on that base. Make some more Zealots. Let's make a pylon here so we can have good weapons. Let's go ahead and make another robo. And send my boys down. And now let's start making Archons. We can also start adding in some more gates too, because we definitely are starting to get a lot of money. Probe count is done. We are done making probes. Let's grab some probes, fix the saturation, start another base, and then make Archons again. Make Immortals. Keep chrono boosting out these upgrades. Our probe count is 82, guys. We're good on that now. Now, once again, same thing as we always do is pylons in the mineral line, just so we can have cannons. Pylon there. And this one should be fine. And now, grab my probes, fix the saturation. Zealots and Archons. So the next round is going to be Archons. And in the meantime, let's go for, while we're waiting for the Archons, cannon battery. 2 cannon battery. Cannon battery. Okay, let's warp in Archons because the Archons are ready. Archon. And boom. Now we're max supply. Finish off the last cannon battery at my last bases. We just got to make 2 more sets and we're good. And then while we do this, 1 Zealot bottom side, right click. 1 Zealot top side, right click with shift. Now 2 zealots are going to scout the newest base while I finish off this last cannon battery situation going on. And last one right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Nice. Fix my minerals being depleted. Minerals being depleted. Get a upgrade. Get ready to start the next round of upgrade. And where's his bases at? I still haven't seen one yet. I have not seen one. There's a base. Okay, found it. A move, shift, a move, shift, a move, shift, a move, a move. Let it happen. Now we need more Remax potential. Gateway, 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 gateway. Let's make one robo. Let's make another pylon because we're running out of building room here. Go to my natural, make a robo. Robo. Okay, that's a lot of gates. That's plenty of gates now, and that's another robo. Zealots. Or Immortals. And the next round of Warpin is going to be Archons. Chrono boost out my Immortals. Rally them all to the front of my base. Let's start another Nexus just because we can. Saturation, good. Saturation, good. 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 And good still. Now let's make Archons. And then Zealots again, because we're out of gas. Archons and Zealots do balance really well in terms of one is pure minerals and one is almost like pure gas. So you can alternate, alternate, alternate. I'm going to boost my Robos and my Forge. That's the Immortal production, the Observer production, and the... we always want to have like 2 Observers, roughly. But Immortal production and Archon production. Or geez, Immortal production and upgrades is what we're going for. Sorry. This base is done. Let's go cannon, cannon, battery. And let's make another round of Zealots. And now we have a lot of gas and not a lot of money, so we can make Archons. Nice. And now we're maxed. So let's grab my army and go back the same way we just came last time. A move here, 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 and here. Tab to my observers. Have them follow an Immortal. Let's go ahead and make Zealots again. And just make anything I can. Okay, we can even do it again. Just literally, our other army's on its job to do whatever it's gonna do. If you wanna send units in quickly, grab the new units you just made and A move like the main base. And then it's good to go. If you want to like really pile on the pressure, you can also do that. You don't have to just wait to remax every time. You can make a round and go. Make a round and go. So mineral field's depleted. Let's fix it. 6, go that way. Good. Good. Okay. More Zealots. And then it comes down to, let's look at really look at the supply count and everything. So I'm starting to run into players that are kind of shitting on these like one-trick pony compositions as of the last like 30 minutes. And I will say, in PvP, Charge Lot Archon Immortal is insanely good. So we made Charge Lot Archon Immortal, and suddenly the game got a lot easier again. So again, we're still making probes. Look at the difference here. Our opponent's still keeping up with us roughly pretty well too. It's not horrible, but we are still generating economy faster than he is, which is nice. It's because we're going for efficiency. We're just trying to be as efficient as we possibly can. It's giving us a nice bit of a lead here. And there you go. We have ideal probe saturation, and now it's pure units. And here's what the fight looks like. Our army gets kind of like forked off a little bit. And he does win this fight. Overall, we lose more than he does for sure. But again, it's one of these situations where we're mining so much more again for the majority of the game. We're a 5-base Protoss versus a 3-base Protoss currently. So we can replace what we just lost fast, and we should be able to catch back up to his supply rapidly, even though we lost a lot more resources. So right now we're at a 35 supply deficit. And now we're almost tied in supply. Within seconds. And now we're beating him in supply. Now we're behind again. Now we're basically tied. It's very close. Now we're almost maxed again. Like, this is the power of macro. You can take a fucking horrible fight like we just did. That fight was not good. Our army was like half, and then the other half came. It was not a good fight. But we're maxed again before he was, after the fight's over. And now this is Archon Charge Lot Immortal. A lot more effective. Pretty damn strong. And there you go. And there you have it. Those Archons melt shit. Oh my god, yeah, they're fucking good. The Immortals and Archons are they pound ass. They're very strong. Yeah, boys. Nice. I don't know if this is going to be promo or not, but yeah, I feel like I you know, once you get towards like the tip top of gold, there are certain things you run into, I guess, like for instance Broodlords, and you might need to start making better comps. Okay, we didn't promo yet. I kind of want to play against another Zerg player. Just because they gave you guys 2 bad examples, I want to give you a good example. I want to go back to just Archon Immortal. Fuck, it's a Protoss again. Okay, so against another Protoss, same thing. We're going to be going initial Stalkers with 1 sentry. Also, no, someone in my chat right now is asking, do you target fire the Broodlords? If you're Gold League, don't micro. Like, do not micro. Because again, it teaches you bad habits. Micro is a good thing to do, okay? I'm going to confuse you for a second, but I hope it makes sense in a moment. Micro is good. Micro is good. Everyone knows micro is good. But micro is not good when you do micro yourself, you neglect everything else. If you go, every time I micro, I stop doing everything else. That's bad. Because then that teaches you every time you have a problem, you're supposed to micro your way out of it, and that is incorrect. If you cannot handle macroing your way out of a problem by relocating, rebuilding, transferring, doing things that make sense, like reestablishing yourself whenever you take damage, that is a bad way to look at the game. You have to be able to reestablish yourself repeatedly. Otherwise, you'll never be able to have the endurance as a player against someone who's at all better than the league you're currently playing at. Okay, so it looks like this guy's not going to expand. Or is he? How many gates do you have? He only has 1 gate. Okay, he is going to expand. He should have made a 2nd gate by now, so there should be an expansion. Let's do this. Let's have our probe run up and around and come back and see if he expands. Because we're expanding now. Oops, I didn't reset my rally point. It's okay. Okay, saturate your gases. And look, he expanded. Perfect. And that expansion is also off, by the way, I think. Is it? It looks off. That looks off. Okay, we're running around his base. Cool stuff.
Your probes are under attack.
Okay, and now we're going to make another gateway. Doesn't matter where you put it. This is the wall we care about. The reason why this wall makes sense is for adepts. I don't think anyone we're playing right now is going to use adepts properly, but that's something we'll talk about in the future. But leaving your wall with an open pylon like that is perfect against Protoss. We will talk about this in the future, but it's literally to reset pylon placements if adepts try to run into your base. You plant it, adepts can't get in, you cancel it the last second, and then if he tries to go in your base again, you plant it again. You just never let him in your base. That's why that's a thing. Okay, chrono boost my probes. Grab one extra probe, send it down to the natural. Make another pylon here so we can warp in at the natural. And let's make a robo. Yeah, no, I don't want any of you guys microing right now in Gold League. If you want to follow my guide, like to legit, you need to learn that macro is the answer to your problems, not micro. If every time you have a problem, your brain just goes, "Oh, I need to micro this," you're gonna be stuck in Gold League for a long time. Micro does become the answer later on when macro is no longer a factor. But for now, you cannot. You just have to know. You can physically not do a build properly in Gold League because you don't have the macro to do that. You need to work on it. You need to improve it. If you can manage to get to platinum off of your macro, you know, that's a start. Even in platinum, it's still your macro is your problem. It's very, very, very important. Okay, we're gonna go into Twilight Council. This is gonna be the last set of stalkers I'm gonna make. We're gonna make stalkers up to about 8 of them or 7 of them. Let's make a hallucinated phoenix go scout his base, and now we're gonna start going into charge lots. Okay, he's got zealots, and stalkers just like we do. Build looks pretty similar to ours. Let's make a forge too while we're at it. Get a charge upgrade. Okay, oracles. Hey, move my mineral line. Chrono boost probes right now. Let's re-rally my my nexuses to my main to fix this, and re-rally my third to my third, just so my probes, because they need to be saturated here too. So we re-rallied everything to the main, and then click the third and re-rally to the third because this is not fully saturated yet. Let's recover quickly. And now that he's shown me he's an oracle player, chrono boost my nexuses again to fix my probes. But now that he's shown me he's an oracle player, let's put one cannon, just one cannon for now, because it's really early. Keep making probes, but put one cannon in every mineral line in case he comes back and does it again while I'm not in position. Just one cannon. We can go ahead and make a Templar Archives. And keep making... so the main's done, right? Main's fully saturated again. Now go to the third. And now we can start... Our money's going to start ramping up a bit more. Again, a bit more intense. A bit fast. So let's, yo, Wally the Robot, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Welcome, dude. Welcome. Let's go ahead and start getting ready to ramp up our gateway count. Hi, how you doing? I'm going to expand here. Move. Excuse me, I want to build an expansion here. All right, let's look for his third base and then go back into his natural and main. Take our own base right here. Take our gases. And now we can start making Archons, and it's going to use our gas. We can then also make some gateways, which will use our minerals. Let's make like 6 gates right now. Okay, good shit. I'm gonna boost my forge. Keep making probes.
You have not enough minerals.
Send 4 probes down. Let's make 1 cannon here, just like the other bases, because Oracle could somehow come back again. He does have a Stargate. Make some more Archons again.
Your probes are under attack.
Okay, he's got an army here. Let's send our army down. Okay, the base is dead. Fuck it. The base is dead. We were too far out of position. It's okay. Grab my probes that we can still see going down there and send them somewhere else. Like up here. Right, we rally the Nexuses. Keep making probes. And make a new base. Just make a new base up here. Now let's keep making units. Keep making probes. We're almost at full saturation. Grab my probes, send them over here. 79. We're almost done. And go back to making Archons again.
You have not enough minerals. You have
Okay, we can make some more gates because we're making Archons and it's going to free up a lot of our money. Probes are done too. So that's another cost once again that's out of our build. Let's make another like 6 gates. Okay, gateway counts at 14 now. Let's throw down another robo. Because that's a lot of production. That's going to be nice and useful. And the reason why we're throwing down so much production is because we're able to fully utilize our current production. We are constantly capping out our production we already have. And we're also very close to maxing out. Our supply is almost there. And lastly, yeah, once you eliminate one cost, your money is harder to spend. And eliminating the probe cost is going to mean that we're going to have a lot of money. We're going to have lots of money. And now we're about to have no more cost of supply either, because we're about to be, like the max supply is going to be 200. So that's also another cost that's gone. Okay, let's go ahead and make another Nexus, because we're going to mine out our bases soon. The pieces of my bases are going to mine out. Let's make some Archons. 1 more. Send 2 probes over. And we are... Okay, he's attacking us again. And we're maxed out. I moved the base. Or I moved the army at my base. What's our probe count at? 67. He just fucking killed a lot. Remake some probes. Okay, pull my army back because he's chilling. Or is he? What are you doing? Okay, he's chilling. So grab 2 zealots. 1 bottom, right click, right click, right click, right click. 1 top, right click, right click, right click, right click. All the bases. And now finally, last thing, same thing as always. Prepare for the possibility of what the hell could happen after we move out of our base. To get another upgrade. Okay, he's over here. Go over here and defend this. And now he's multi-pronging me. Okay. We'll just pretend that this is, you know, we're not microing. We're not going to split my army. It's okay. Okay, so he's running away. Go back up here now and fight this one. And rebuild the Nexus. Rebuild probes. We can start chrono boosting probes because we're losing a lot of probes here from this multi-prong. Okay, this army died. He's up here now. Keep making probes.
You have not enough minerals.
Probe count 60 and climbing again. We just lost probably like 50 probes. And we're climbing. There's a red dot there. What is that? It's a stalker. Okay, so we didn't see any bases, guys. Let's just go ahead and do this. A move his potential thirds. Shift A move his natural. Shift the ramp. Shift the main. Because it doesn't seem like this guy's expanding a lot. I didn't see shit with my zealots. So let's go ahead and just A-move his potential 4 base setup, which at this point in the time seems pretty standard for him to possibly be on. And then we just keep making units while we fix our base. And we can max back out again. This was a 2 base all-in. That's what that was. So although it seemed crazy, the supply is actually heavily in our favor. That was a 2 base all-in. And again, it's because this person focused on micro and not macro. They prioritized trying to do fancy attacks more than trying to take control of more of the map. Yeah, that's totally off. But look at probe count. Probe count for our opponent at 47. It's a little bit oversaturated on 2 bases. It's 3 extra probes. And yeah, the probe count stops. He goes for attacks. And now look at the supply overall. Should I just veto Zin, or could you help me with walling off on that map versus Zerg? You can do whatever you like, Wookie. I mean, I've already played I've played Zerg on that map before already. We are massively outnumbering the supply, but it's again heavily because even though we lost 65 probes to his attacks throughout this mid game. Was there ever a moment when we lost probe lead? Just out of curiosity?
If I buy an hour of coaching, can you teach Masters 3 how to beat special cheese stealth on this Saturday? I got him round 1, D.
You're fucked, dude. I'm just gonna let you know you're fucked right now. If you got special, I couldn't beat special right now, so good luck. Good luck, Schmitz. Do me proud, dude. Just somehow win that shit. Thank you for the 2. I'll refund you if you want. Yeah, look. We lose probe lead for a split second. This is when we're losing all the probes, like, massively. We just lost the 3rd, we just lost the 4th. Probe lead goes to the red Protoss. For a second. Just for a second. And within a few seconds, we are already back in probe lead. We are back when we are maintaining a solid army lead. Basically, guys, the one word I'm trying to teach you right now, the word I'm trying to teach you here is recovery. If you rely heavily on your macro, you will be a player who can recover from bad situations faster than others. If you get in bad situations and you rely heavily on your micro, you will have like no recovery. The game is now all in for you, and you just have to work with what you have and hopefully win. It's kind of how it goes. So, yeah, you gotta just, you really gotta like respect the macro, and then once again, and like I love that StarCraft has leagues. Because there is a scale, a measurement of it. I will tell you right now, I am going to be platinum with a very high win rate. It's not like I'm going 50-50. The platinum level at this point, and we're getting to, is still going to be a high win rate. And my point I'm trying to make here is if you respect macro and you just do it, I'm not telling you you're going to win 100% of your games. You should. That's just dumb to say that. I would never say that. But I will say, you will win more of your games than you will lose, and you will get promoted over time. It's a guarantee. If you actually macro well, you will have more often than not, your opponent will actually have less than you do all the time, and you will win. If you really want to micro something specifically, where you're like, I just really want to blink my stalkers into broodlords and kill the broodlords for like 20 seconds, and then go back to macroing, that's fine. You can do something like that. I'm not going to 100% be like, that's just fucking dumb. But I don't want you to, but the thing that most people do is most people, when they start microing, they just get obsessed with it and they just tunnel vision it for the next 4 minutes. And it's like, well, now my base is falling apart and I just can't handle it anymore. Too many mistakes, too many problems at this point. I just can't deal with it. So yeah, like, it's respecting the macro is huge. Developing that habit. Nice. This was a bumpy ride to Plat 3. But now, again, in Plat now, we're gonna actually be looking at more intelligent scouting, more intelligent reads on scouting, and actually making proper compositions all the time now. Like, we're never gonna make an army that it just makes no fucking sense, and we'll explain why we make the armies that we do, because at this point now, this is why I would say that this is why this is important. At this point now, we should have enough. Our macro is not going to be perfect, but we should have enough of an understanding of the basics of macro to be able to at least start executing variations of builds decently, and to have things make more sense. And we're going to get ready to go into Diamond League, and Diamond League is where it really ramps up. But we're going to get ready to really just try to understand why our opponents are doing what they're doing, and why that makes or doesn't make sense. Like, basically, I would say this, okay? This is another way to really, I'm gonna throw numbers at you guys a lot as well in Platinum. In Platinum League, I would say you have a fundamental understanding of the majority of the game so far in terms of how to just start playing it. And now we're gonna start paying attention to things like build times of things, resource costs of things, how many resources are on people's bases in general, like what that, understanding that, so we don't just go, oh, minerals. We actually know, like, how many minerals are available and how much gas is available, and we'll have a somewhat of an understanding of as to like what that means, and you know, stuff like that, and then time duration of things, like basically we'll start understanding like windows of timings. Like, one of the ones we kind of went over earlier was when someone builds their cyber core, they do something with their cyber core after that. The tech path has been unlocked. So we're not going to just expect like 2 minutes to go by where nothing's going to happen. Your opponent will build something beyond the cyber core, like a Stargate or something. So we'll start really like breaking down the scouting a little bit more intricately now, and really trying to understand what the fuck is happening. But for the most part, same gameplay, just really trying to understand what our opponent's doing and diversifying our compositions a little bit. So that's what we're looking forward to. Knowledge is going to increase in Platinum, more or less. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in Plat 3. Until then, peace.